can't remember the first time I went to the library. I went all my life. My dad took me every Saturday. He opened a new world for me. The minute I stepped through those library doors, I was transported. Books can open new worlds for a child, new adventures, new ideas. They're the most important part of a child's development. I gave that to my own children, the public library.
With the information technology revolution and more activities being conducted online every day, the single book has become a valued and precious item. In the mid-20th century, television began to damage the culture of reading. It is no secret that there was a dwindling interest in the printed page. People read less and less, and everyone knows that reading a book puts one in a different space than watching the screen.
Whenever I get excited about a book and somebody tells me about that book, I really want to start reading it, and I'll start reading, and sometimes I don't want to stop.
They can experience wonderful adventures in the imagination by sitting down with a book, reading, and not having that visual image right in front of them.
In 1924, the Ladies' Auxiliary of the Lufkin Chamber of Commerce purchased a lot on Ellis Avenue across from Lufkin High School, now Lufkin Industries. This was the location of the first library. It started with approximately 1,000 books, and Mrs. J.W. Hawkins served as the first librarian for 7 years. Later, J.H. Kurth gave $10,000 to the city of Lufkin to be used for civic development. The sons of Kurth built a library as a memorial to their parents. On January 1, 1933, the Kurth Memorial Library opened with Mrs. Ora McMullen as librarian. By 1940, the collection reached over 10,000 volumes. In the 1960s, the library increased in space to include information on local history, and a genealogy section was added and named for Miss Ora McMullen. In 1971, the ground was broken on Cotton Square for a new building with more space. In 1986, a second floor was added to the library, and the Ora McMullen room was expanded.
There was a shelf like 3 feet long, and it had some genealogy books, and that was all they had. I have watched the genealogy room grow from one shelf, to just one of the best genealogy rooms in Texas.
Today, the genealogy section in the current library building houses over 7,000 volumes and 3,500 rolls of microfilm. It is one of the largest and most complete genealogy sections in the state, covering over 250 Texas counties and various states. With funds provided by an anonymous donor, the current library on South Reggae opened in the summer of 2001. This new building has over 35,000 finished square feet and 16,000 square feet for expansion. The Kurth Memorial Library serves the informational and recreational needs of the citizens of Lufkin and makes an important contribution to shaping the quality of life for this community.
The city has a unique partnership with the library board and Friends of the Library that together we help fund and operate the library here in Lufkin. The city actually has the responsibility for the day-to-day operations, the hiring of all the staff, paying salaries, utilities, and all the operations. And the Friends and the library board assist in the purchasing all the materials for the library.
Total operating expenditures each year total nearly $500,000. 79% of that is provided by the city of Lufkin. 21% is provided by the community through various foundations and organizations.
The city does not provide any money for books at the library, and they have to depend on other sources. And the Friends of the Library is one of their main sources to buy books for the library.
The library holds approximately 50,000 fiction and nonfiction volumes. It provides various services to over 24,000 library card holders. In keeping with its mission, the Kurth Memorial Library exists to provide excellent, comprehensive, customer-oriented, cost-effective information services to all citizens of Angelina County. Staying current with developing trends in information technology and providing a connection to global databases is important to the library. The library provides enrichment programs that target all age groups and recognizes ethnic diversity in the community. It serves patrons with visual or physical handicaps or reading disabilities who are unable to use regular print media. The library provides a professionally developed library core reference collection. The library participates in the Houston area library system, making interlibrary loan available to all patrons. Excellent print and non-print materials are available in various formats and languages, presenting a variety of viewpoints. The Kurth Memorial Library works to serve as many needs and interests of the community as possible. Our librarians choose books and other materials on the basis of quality, usefulness, and recreational value. The role of the library is evolving. The Kurth Memorial Library is active in planning and anticipating future developments in information resources. Information literacy, regardless of the medium that carries the information, is the librarian's responsibility. More and more information activities are conducted online. Therefore, face-to-face relationships have become even more valued. As publishing, distribution, and preservation of printed material undergo dramatic transformation, the relationships among authors, publishers, readers, and library users is evolving as well. The role of the 21st century library is changing, from collection to access, and from preservation to communication. And it's reflected in the new library space. And the library has a social importance and can work to expand the learning capacity of the community. Even in the digital age, developing the physical library is still key. The library and the new library premises are closely connected to supporting the development of the community. We must always remember the book is great for packaging information. Convenient to thumb through, comfortable to curl up with, superb for storage, and remarkably resistant to change. It does not need to be upgraded or downloaded, accessed, booted or rebooted, plugged into circuits or extracted from webs. Its design makes it a delight to the eye. Its shape makes it a pleasure to hold in the hand. The printed book as a medium for information will never go out of style. Getting a library card costs nothing. It's easy. Just fill out the application and show your picture ID and proof of residency. If you are under 17, bring a parent or legal guardian. A library card can open a whole new world for you. Ask anyone who has one.
Whenever I get excited about a book and somebody tells me about that book, I really want to start reading it, and I'll start reading, and sometimes I don't want to stop.